Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Sorry about the air conditioner in the background, but there's nothing we can do about it. Today I want to talk about my lat injury and reattachment and kind of what I think caused it and the recovery process and the therapy I've been doing to get better from it. So let's start with how I think it happened. About 3 weeks out from the US Open, I pulled 820 in training. It was good. I mean, it felt great. Pulled it right up, no problems. Figured I was good for 859 on the third. And that was kind of the plan going into it. Take a nice light opener, pull a new world record, and then try to break it even further with that. Clearly, the last part of that didn't happen because I tore my lat off with the 821. But we're 3 weeks out. I had the great training session. Then the next day I go down and visit the World Buddhism Association headquarters in Pasadena. I go to visit my Buddha master, Nama Dorje Cheng Buddha III. And there's a bunch of Vajraceptors laying around. Now, Vajraceptors look like a giant Thomas Inch dumbbell. They're much heavier. And the handles are a little bit thinner, but they're huge looking, really neat implements. And I lifted them all except for the Buddha scepter. The only person that's ever lifted the Buddha scepter is Buddha Master. And basically that is 59 levels over what is normal for people that Buddha Master did when he lifted that. And being a Shenzhen, I thought I had a good shot at it, so I went and grabbed it and started pulling on it. And he warned me not to do it, but I gave it a try, and I pulled with everything I had, and then I felt like a movement or a twinge in my lat, and I was like, kind of, it was painful, but it wasn't bad. And he was like, I wouldn't compete in 3 weeks. I go, I think I'll be fine. I got 3 weeks to heal. It should be okay. Well, didn't listen, tore it off with a weight that I can easily accomplish. So that's kind of what I thought brought the injury on, as I was trying to do, you know, the Vajraceptors, which is basically a super heavy one-handed deadlift, to relate it to what people are used to, and that's what I think caused it. Now, I had the surgery. Dr. McGee did a great job on it, reattached it, and originally he wanted me to wait 12 weeks for the tendon to heal all the way onto the bone, because the muscle's so strong and the weights that I lift are so heavy, he's afraid that I'll tear it back off. My progression with this has been so good. He's been extremely happy with it. I mean, you can see the scar now, and then my range of motion, I can almost get my hand all the way back over my head again, which is really neat. I just visited him last week, and where he had planned to send me to PT at 12 weeks, he gave me the prescription. I'm going tomorrow. I'm going to start PT tomorrow, which is fantastic. I'm really excited. But I've been doing things for PT myself. I have an electrical stim machine. I have a Mark Pro, and that's been helping quite a bit. And then I also have a swimming pool, so I go in the swimming pool and I just move my arm around. I don't do anything heavy with it or hard with it, and then I just move it slowly. That way, if I feel something weird, I can stop. But I slowly started lifting my arm. Before, I couldn't even put my arm straight. Then I got into where I could put it straight. And then I slowly just kept working it. I'd lift it to an area, and I'd just hold it there for like 10 seconds, 20 seconds, and then put it down as I was comfortable, and working the range of motions to get that back. You know, I can now stick my hand pretty straight up over my head. I got a few more degrees to go, but I'll work that out with PT. But it's been great. And then I'm still training the other side of my body, but I'm training it light. I'm starting to do training with light things like shoulder raises and stuff like this, and front raises that aren't really engaging the lat that much. But now I can start doing isometric holds and stuff like that on the lat, where I get a hold and then I pull and then I just hold it lightly. Doesn't want any speed work or anything like that where you're pulling hard and fast, till probably week 14, but the progress has been great. Movement in the pool has done a lot. I've done that several times now, and it works really good. The ice, the diet, proper eating, I just feel very, very blessed to have the progress that I'm having with it. So the plan now is to go to PT after I've done all these things, go to PT and then get my full range of motion back in this arm and work on the range of motion in this one to where I can get them both effortlessly up over my head and straight, not where it's forwards like this, but straight up over my head without having resistance from my lats. So it's going to take a lot of work, but I think in the end it's going to make me a better strongman competitor because my overhead will be much better. I can, one, get in better position, two, hold the bar in easier and better position overhead, and three, I won't have the resistance pulling down on my lats. So, you know, when I get back to training it, instead of having a negative 80 pounds on when I start lifting, so if it's like, oh, I don't know, 400 pounds, it's not like I'm trying to lift 480, or 300 pounds, I'm trying to lift 380. It'll be whatever the weight is on the bar. So I'm really excited. This has been a great learning thing for me. And it's great that I get to share some of these things with you. Now, if you have any questions about some of the therapies that I was talking about, like in the swimming pool, or the ProMark, or like the CBD products that I've been putting on it to help with inflammation, to help with the scar and the healing with the scar, just leave them down in the comments at the bottom. But as always, train hard, train smart, and be the best you can be.